But I hope everyone still gets the idea, though. So, okay. So for the next problem, the next one's going to be good also. Okay. So for this one, again, this is a word problem from the book. So again, this is a word problem from the book. So is my recording? My microphone's on? Good. I just want to make sure I was recording. All right. So gasoline now, we're assuming in Paris. Again, this is a hypothetical word question. I don't know what it actually costs now. But gasoline in Paris costs 1.32 euros per liter. Okay, so that's what we're assuming. We want to know what that price would be of gasoline in dollars per gallon. In dollars per gallon. Now notice there's actually going to be two conversions here. Right? First, because we have euros per liter, right? So first, we want to convert euros into dollars, right? And also, we want to convert liter to gallon. Right? So this is the rate we're given, essentially, for the cost of gasoline. We want to convert this to dollars per gallon. So again, there's really two conversions here. So I know the word problem looks short, but there's really two conversions here going on. We want to fill in this blank, and we want to fill in this blank. And now the first blank we can actually fill in pretty easy. Well, maybe not. Well, the information that you need is given to you here. I mean, I don't know if this is the actual conversion today, but again, let's just assume this is the conversion. Okay. Okay. So let's handle that one first. Let's handle this conversion first. Now from here, what we can do is we can obtain this ratio, $1 over 0.9033 euros. Right? Again, just like the previous word problem, right? We want to get a ratio which has known information, and that's what we're using this for. We have $1 over 0.9033 euros. Again, if you wrote it the other way, that's okay. You just have to be consistent with your notation. What we want is we want to know how many dollars 1.32 euros is. So I'm going to let X be 1.32 euros in dollars, you know, the amount in dollars. So the other ratio then would be X dollars over 1.32 euros. Okay, so we have two ratios now, right? $1 over 0.9033 euros. That's here. Okay, let me circle that. That'd be better. Good. The other ratio, again, the unknown, which is what I'm basically calling X. So X is basically this blank, so to say, over 1.32 euros. Okay, so we set them equal, right? That's what I'm doing down here. So I'm doing down here. And now we solve. Okay, awesome. And again, really for this part, that's the hard part, right? Once you get that proportion, you basically just follow the, I guess, procedure, so to say. Namely, you cross off units, like so. Again, no, wait, actually, before I do that, let me just say this. If you instead with these ratios, if you flip them, so you had euros over dollar, that's fine. Just make sure for this ratio, you would have euros over dollars as well. So make sure, in other words, your units are in the same corresponding positions. Right here, euros is in the bottom here and here as well. Euros is in the denominator and the denominator here. Dollars is in the numerator here and here. I know dollars, but same thing for now. But now, once we do that, we cancel, as you can see. And that's how we get this. That's how we get this. So what's the next step? Cross multiply. Multiply 1 times 3.2 equals x times 0.9033. As you can see. And of course, that's the same thing as 1.32 is 0.9033, like so. Okay. Then we divide, right? Because we want to get x. So we get x is 1.32 over 0.9033, right? And again, x is this. I didn't round to 2 decimal points yet, not till the very end, okay? So I'm using more than that. But from here, we get 1.32 euros is about $1.46131. So again, I wouldn't round until the very end. Okay, now, are we done with this problem? Well, no, because don't forget also, we have to convert liters to gallons. But essentially, it's the same process as this. So before I do that, what questions do you have so far?
This is not related to this section, but the last section we did, if you want to like convert to the same unit, you would put the unit that you want to like convert to on the top.
That's if you're using the factor label method. I was using proportions like this. I just thought it would be easier for people. But if you want to use the factor label method, then you can do that if you want.
Okay, so would that be that the unit you want will be on top, or is it at the bottom?
The one, so let me think. Euros would be on the bottom, dollars would be on the top, and you would have to multiply by. No, sorry. From here is what you would do. You would have euros on the bottom, dollars on the top. So you would have this, but then you would have to multiply by 1.32 euros.
Okay.
And then I might have to show you in office hours, or if you want to see it that way. But basically, that's what you would have to do, because then euros would cancel.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not trying to dismiss your question. It's a good question. It's just that I just thought proportions would be easier.
No, this is definitely easier, but I was just
trying
to recall from last time. From the
That's okay. I mean, you could. Okay, so good question. No, I'm not. Okay, good question. Sorry. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. But again, we're not quite there yet, right? Because now we have to go from liters to gallons. Okay, but again, what we have, if you went back to the, oh, it's not there, darn it. Okay, but if you would look at the table that we had, I think it was last time, from the metric system to the imperial system, what they tell you is 1 gallon is about 3.785 liters. That's actually given to you. It's also in the textbook, which again, you have through Lumen. And we want to know how many gallons is 1 liter. So from that unit conversion, we would get this ratio. Okay. And now from this one, right? What I'm going to do instead of X, I'm going to use the letter B, but really, I guess you could use X if you want. Although I guess it might be better to use a different letter. But if we let B be how many gallons there are in 1 liter, right? The other ratio would be right here, B gallons over 1 liter. So I don't have the definition here, that equality, but you do get the unit conversion from that. It's in that table from last time, and actually I think it will come up again later today. But from the conversion between the metric system and the imperial system, they tell you that 1 gallon is 3.785 liters. So we get this ratio from that. And we want to know how many gallons are in 1 liter. Well, if I let B be how many gallons there are in a liter, then I get this ratio, right? So I get this ratio. This is the ratio with the known information. This is with the unknown. And just like before, we set them equal to each other. And then just like before, what do we do? What do? We cancel units, right? Like so. And we get this proportion here. Now, B over 1 is just the same as B, so you really don't have to cross multiply. Basically, you're done with this part. You actually get B is equal to 1 over 3.785 gallons, which is about this, if you did that in your calculator. Okay, so basically, what would the price be per gallon? Well, again, before it was euros per liter. So in dollars per gallon, right? We have 1.32 euros. Is $1.46131 per liter per gallon. So the price would be this, $1.46131 per 0.26420 gallons, right? It was euros per liter. So we have dollars per gallon. We divide. And that's what I'm doing here. When you carry out this division, you actually get this. That should be 5.53. Okay? I mean, it's right, but there's an extra decimal in there. Let me just fix that. Okay, there we go. So it's 5.53107, which is, again, if you round to 2 decimal places, you get $5.53 per gallon. So again, it was euros. Let's see if I can find it. Right? This is what we had, right? Euros per liter. The top, we got to be about $1.46131. And then we got 1 liter. We got 1 liter is about 0.26420 gallons. So essentially, I'm just plugging in, substituting, and then I divide. And that's what we get.